Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, guys, girls, guys
What's
in the
up?
world? How y'all doing?
Welcome.
Pretty good.
We got an echo. We got an echo.
You're gonna have to go in the
How you
You're gonna
doing,
have to
Pat?
go in the dining room.
That would be me.
You're gonna have to go.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. How's everybody's Sunday doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, how
Pretty
you
rainy.
doing, Trevor? Pretty rainy.
Huh? Pretty
Yeah, a little
rainy.
rainy.
We're not out on a hunt, so it's got to be
Better
raining out there.
Just spending my free time today catching up on some videos, and that's about it.
Cool, cool, cool.
I can't imagine the hours you guys not only out in the field, but sitting in there reviewing video and editing and all that other stuff. People don't realize that there's so much time involved in that. I can't even imagine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, too much.
yeah, a lot. It can
Yeah,
take
it
up
is.
a whole day real fast.
Yeah, I was up till 4 a.m. doing the one I did. The video I put out this morning.
That's a good video too.
Yeah, I messed up on a little bit of it, but
I got about halfway through it, and then I took a break to catch up on my own.
So, yesterday, me and MT went to the Pines. That was crazy. We'll talk a little bit about that. What'd you think about the Pines, MT? Your first time there? I hope it's my little. No, I want to go back one more and then make it my last.
Yeah, I'll definitely go back again. It was it's quite an experience. A whole lot of it seemed calm for the most part, but the things that happened periodically from time to time were pretty big compared to some of the normal things.
Yeah. One of the things we ran into, Trevor, Pat, we heard something running. Well, before that, we heard something fly over us. I heard it hit the top of the trees, the very top, and passing me. And then MT heard like a clean swoop, like it go by like the
That was
wind
nuts.
from it.
Yep.
That was strange in itself. And I go, we're sitting there scratching our heads like he's like, it wasn't a plane because we watched a plane come over us and we were like, nope, that's not it. And I was like, do you think it was the Mothman?
I tell you what, when I heard it, there was the possibilities that was not too far off, because what I heard was it sounded like somebody in a big parasailing device or something that just went straight over me, and all I heard was just a swoop, and then that was it. That's all I heard was just a clean swoop, and I could hear the volume of the echo of the sound, and there was no buzzing. I mean, this definitely was not a plane, and it was just above the tree line, and that's all I could hear was a big, just quiet swoop. And that was it.
Right. And like I said, it hit the top of the branches, just not maybe 2 inches of branches. When you just glide your hand across something soft, that's what it sounded like, it hitting the branches.
Wow.
Yeah. And
That would be a win.
yeah, and then after that, we heard something running between us. And then that was strange because I swung the camera over and, I didn't see nothing. Doesn't mean the camera didn't pick it up. I can't tell you because I'm not editing that part yet, but I didn't see nothing physically. But that was strange. I mean, you can hear the leaves softly, which was strange.
Yeah, I was hearing it after that too. It sounded like a little further ahead of both of us too. So I wonder if there wasn't more than one, or if it was moving that quick that somehow I managed to hear it in between us and then further away from both of us.
Yeah. And then shortly after that, we were leaving that area. Got down to, well, the water receded in that area. So I'll just call it a beach, but it's not a beach where you can, everybody goes out, just the water receded. And so we went out and checked that out, and we ran into some big prints. One set, there's about 10 of them. Biggest prints I've ever seen. What was it? 20 inches by 9?
About 20, yeah. Somewhere
By
19.
9. Left, right, left, right, left, right, clean as day, right into the water. And you could see where I kind of think it's stepped to kick some rocks over, like the rocks in the water. And nothing coming out. And we walked the beach line, nothing coming out.
Well, it could have stayed in the water, maybe covered up his tracks. The water eventually will cover up those tracks.
Well, I did take the thermal out, and I hit it where it went in at, and it was definitely warmer. You could see the tracks was warmer in the water.
Yeah, I got my thermal on too. I was trying to look up once we started moving around too, because after hearing whatever that was above us, I was really trying to see if there was something up that we were missing too. But I didn't catch anything other than the noise that I heard. So something was hiding pretty well, whatever it was.
One thing that I didn't mention, real quick, Trapper, and then I'll let you go. I took out my compass, and I was, I pointed north. I just wanted to try it. Had it point north, set it down on the track, and, it was pointing north, and the needle went away from north. Pick it up out of the track, and it was pointing north. Set it down in the track, and it moved away from north.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah. Some kind of magnetic something, some kind of energy or something messing with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is it Mothman in that area? Well, hasn't it ever? It's been reported that Mothman is in the area where the pines are. Didn't we talk about that when we first started going out to the pines, like a long time ago?
Right. Yep.
That Mothman, I think it was Mothman or something like that, was been reported out there before.
Yeah, some kind of Mothman and like a frog man.
Kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
it was like frog man and the Mothman.
frog.
That's
man.
crazy.
Weird.
Yeah, but those were probably the biggest prints I've seen for, Ohio.
Yeah,
Wow,
that was solid. I've never seen tracks so consistent in a row. Like they were just left, right, like you said, all the way to the water bank.
And they were clean,
Yeah,
like clean tracks.
yeah.
Hmm.
You could see the toes. It was something.
Yeah.
Could you cast any?
Oh, I'm sure you could have casted it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure you could have casted it, but not knowing what they were from. I mean, us, we don't, if we don't see it, we don't say it,
Right.
But yeah, you could have, I'm sure you could have casted them. Absolutely. How recent they were, I would think that they were pretty recent to be like that,
Mm-hmm.
because they definitely weren't washed out or anything.
Yeah, they were recent. I don't know how recent, but they definitely were recent. They were deep too. I mean, that was probably a good inch into the sand, I'd say. Probably about an inch
Those
deep.
are sandy soil.
Yeah, it looked soft, almost like you would imagine a beach, because it was wet. So I think the water must rise up to that area throughout the season.
Thinking about that right now, our footprints next to those didn't sink.
Yeah, they didn't. Well, ours were not even heavy enough to sink like that.
Yeah, it wasn't even making a good impression.
Yeah, you could just see the bottom, the boot tread. That's about it.
Had some weight pushing down on that.
Yeah, there was a lot. Had to be a lot for that, how deep they were.
Yeah,
And for
tracks.
that size, I mean, they had to be big to have feet that big, whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
Tracks in the sand. I mean, they're easy. They get covered up pretty quick. Sand's not like sand's kind of like, it's kind of soft depending on the sand, but normally down by the water edge, the sand's gonna be real soft. It covers up pretty quick. So you apparently seen it. It was recent tracks.
Yeah, didn't we see some at West Branch that we actually marked and then went back and they were gone the next day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we marked them and they were gone. They're not. The sand's not. It's not. I mean, you got to be right on top of it to track something close to the water edge.
Right.
Because the water, when the waves come in or when water comes in off, on the shore, it wipes it pretty much all that stuff away.
Right.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I
it was-
consistently was picking up spikes too of electromagnetic field. Like I probably had over 15 milligauss readings for a lot of the area. And like we were talking about, the craziest thing I've experienced with that happened when we were there during the day. And I was alerted to a spike and I looked at the meter, and I'm pretty sure when I was filming, I brought it to the camera to see it. And everything was spiked, but the most amazing thing was the electromagnetic reading was over 5,000 milligauss, which is insane to think about, but there it was. And just as for like a couple seconds, I looked at it and my meter was just completely drained and it powered down, shut off.
Wow.
Never had an experience like that. I didn't even think that was possible. Like that much.
Right.
That's like, if you get close to your microwave, you might get a couple hundred maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was something insane.
Wow.
Yeah. Definitely some weird stuff there. I get a weird feeling about that place, man. I just get a weird feeling about that place. I always have. I really don't like it. I mean, we gifted a lot. I think I over gifted just because. I gifted 6 pounds of raisins and
It's like a carrot Christmas tree.
yeah,
Carrots.
where do you see that?
Yeah,
I made a carrot Christmas tree.
and gourds.
Yeah.
But I did audio recording too. I've got probably about 2 hours of audio recording that I'm going to go through. So we'll see what else I may have picked up there other than just some of that
Yeah.
Peter and some of the things we got with something flying over us and those prints. I'm curious to see if I heard anything.
Yeah.
Hey, LIB, what's up, everyone in chat? Hello?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. We kind of just
Hello,
got
everyone.
into it, waiting for the chat to fill up and
Oh, yeah. There we go. The chat room.
the chat. Wonderful people in the chat.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's having a great afternoon. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, just crazy week of filming. Crazy week of filming, going out and film. Busy week.
Yes.
Mm.
So, Trapper, what'd you get over by your area? Anything that stands out to you?
Yes. I mean, I came across some tracks. There are imprints in the there's a lot of leaves on the ground out there, and there's imprints in the leaves that I found. They're about, I mean, I didn't have a measuring tape on me, so I was taking a wild guess at it. I was saying anywhere between 15 to 17 inches long. On the video I showed it, I kind of, how I always do, I viewed out because the camera doesn't pick them up as much as I'd like. We found some tree breaks. We found some we found a structure. I don't know if I found a couple of structures. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't know if it's how do I say, if it's natural or not. I think one of the structures I found is not natural because it's just like big logs just piled on top of each other, like trees, broken off, and they just piled them up. It looks like a hiding area. And I know a lot of the hunters out there, they hunt those high ridge lines out there, and it was on top of a high ridge line. So so my thought is, whatever's trying to hide from the hunters would hide behind that. Watch them coming in. Stuff like, pretty much like that, that's pretty, we heard some noises. I heard some noises off in the distance. I think there were some screams I heard out there.
Yeah.
Watching the video today, you couldn't really hear them on the video, but I don't know if you put headphones in or not, you can probably hear them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a heck of a hike out. It's a long hike out. Because it's pretty remote out there. If you go out to the trailhead where we park vehicles, there's a farm right next door with a big giant field. The guy owns hundreds and hundreds of acres, and that farm meets up with the game, the game
right.
lands. So you don't. You're out there. It's pretty remote.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet. No reception out there, huh?
No, there was nothing. I didn't have any cell reception. There was nothing out there. And I forgot, I forgot what it was like going back out there, but yeah, it's, I figured I'll go out there and have reception. I'll be able to go live and stuff like that. No, not at all. Not
That's what we wanted to do, the same thing. And it was just time that we encountered everything, and we started trying to, debunk it or get, our power started.
Yeah.
We weren't able to get into the area that we really, I wanted to get to, but, trust me, when we all go in, I'm shooting right for that area because I just had a weird feeling, that I get these weird feelings,
I got
areas like that.
I got some subscribers sent me back some pretty cool timestamps. I went through them. They looked really good. It was really cool from what they picked out. Being out there, that where I was at, it was heavy bear territory. So I'm constantly looking. I'm constantly looking for bear. And I didn't even think of that because being with you guys, all the places we go, I kind of lost that. I used to live over there, so I was always conscious about bears and being out in the woods, and I wasn't yesterday. I even went out there with this hat I have on. It is bow season out there. That's how idiotic I was yesterday. I was being stupid, Yeah. I had a white hat on, camouflage coat, and I'm walking out in the middle of the woods looking for bear and hunters because I don't want to get shot either,
Yeah.
Right.
I did find a dead bear yesterday. It was shot. It had a tag in its ear, so that tells me it was chipped. It was a bear for locating. So I did call the game warden on that.
Yeah.
They had to come out. So it was a pretty decent sized bear. So
yeah.
I did not take that was not on camera. I left that off camera. But yeah, it was fresh. Someone shot it either yesterday, or like on Friday, or
right
yesterday morning.
Oh, dang it! Sorry.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Some symbols.
I want to play to whatever you're cooking.
Yeah, sounds good.
Whatever she's smoking, yeah. No, it's symbols for the granddaughter. It's part of her Christmas present. And the drum set.
Symbols.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question up here about that growl. Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. And I heard it out there, and the 360 picked it up. And I'm pretty glad that that happened. Now, that growl, I can't say it was a Bigfoot or anything like that because I didn't see it. There is bobcat in the area. There can still be bear out. So, you know, I didn't see it. Good find though. I would love to say, yeah, everybody, this is a Bigfoot growling. I do feel that it was a warning, but yeah, that's where we're at with that.
Whatever it was a considerable size. You could just, it's almost like you could feel that, you know. I don't know. That would have scared the hell out of me for sure.
I backed the one part. I backed out. I stopped and was like, nope. You know, it sounded like whatever I ran into sounded like it was beating its chest, like boom, boom, boom. You know, and you could just hear that deep. I was like, yeah, that's a warning right there. And I go any further, that's something telling me no. You know, no matter if it's a grizzly bear, if we have those in Ohio, because that's what it sounded like.
Yeah,
I'm good. You know, I was telling people, turn around, man. Turn around. Don't force it. You know, don't push it. When you get stuff like that, back out, but always watch, you know, because you don't know, you know.
Yeah.
Bruce, thank you. And things could get really scary out there really fast.
Yeah,
And
sure can.
Was that growl when you went back and then came back again and I was already out? Okay. So somehow it like got in between us when you went back and came back again.
Yep.
So there's something else between us again.
Yeah.
I would like to get you guys out there where I went yesterday. Even if it's a day hunt, you know, see what you guys think. You know, I don't know. I'm kind of like up in arms. You know, a lot of the subscribers saying yes. You know, it's worth doing it. It's worth doing it. You know, but I would like. I mean, it is a long drive away. It would be a day trip in and out. You know, I mean, we would have to do it in the summertime, so we know there's no hunting going on out there.
Yeah.
You know, the leaves are full. You know, stuff like that. But it'd be a little drier out there. Yeah, Mike, the swamps are pretty bad out there. I fell in again yesterday, so I
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Oh,
I'll never forget quicksand. That for a split second, I had that panic because both my legs were up to above my knees, and I could feel I was only going down more. So I kind of like remembered. I just laid down on my stomach and I started just crawling.
Yeah,
to the hard area.
Yeah. That'd definitely elevate your blood pressure. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
And
Especially when you start going down quick.
Everybody got to see it live on the split screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The camera go boop.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Kathy. She did come through and claim it. She got a t-shirt.
Nice.
Yep. So pay attention to the gift giveaways. They're either going to be in the description or the video. That one was in the video of where was that? Oh, the Bigfoot mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just put out a secret, you know, word number to add in the comments below to be entered. And thank you for everybody that entered. if you missed it, I usually let them run for about 4 days, and then I'll go ahead and yeah.
That's the one I'm finishing up now from that same time. So hopefully I'll have that one up next week.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that place was amazing.
Wow.
Definitely a spot that we gotta get you to, Trapper.
Yeah.
There was a lot of prints out there. You'd like that.
Yeah, GB. Hopefully, I usually release them on Fridays. So this past Friday, I did my part 2 to the 6 cemeteries, and next Friday I should have the that church stone that looks like the mermaid carved on it.
Yeah. Bruce says,
Holiday at the end of the week, fellas. You won't be out much, huh?
what's that?
I said holiday end of the week here, fellas. You probably won't be out too much.
Oh, I'm going out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think
Santa.
we're up
I'll
on
see
this year.
Santa passing above.
Flowing that
last-
big bird. Yeah.
Last year we did do one on Christmas. We did a Christmas special.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bruce says, yeah. So does Bigfoot Dogman stay around in winter when snow? I believe so.
I believe so. I
Yeah,
think
but
some of them migrate, but I think some stay around too.
Absolutely. I believe the older ones, the ones that they get bad knees, bad backs, probably just like us,
Mhm.
dogs and all animals, they get sore. And, I believe the older ones stay in the area, and maybe the younger ones take off, to go find their areas.
Mhm.
But absolutely. I mean, we have proof of it.
Yeah. But I will let you guys know, going out and doing a research on my own was completely weird to me. So I will let you guys know I missed you guys yesterday, because doing it on my own yesterday, I'm like,
Oh,
I felt like
man.
I felt like I was a loner. I didn't know what to say or do, or yeah. So I will
Definitely,
let
it's
you guys
nice
know.
to have a group. At least 2. Like when there's 2 or 3 of us, because that way some things are going on around us, and some of us will catch them.
I mean, I've done a lot of hikes on my own, but that's hiking. But yesterday was actually my first research Bigfoot thing on my own. That was my first time ever doing it on my own.
Congratulations. You're not a newborn.
Thanks. Yeah. I was like,
And that's where your first experiences started, wasn't it?
yeah, out there doing a lot of hunting out there. Yeah, that's where everything started. Like, I mean, besides me living on the farm, I mean, I got experiences out there living on the farm, but me being like going out there to that place, hunting and stuff out there, you would hear weird things. I was actually, one time I was turkey hunting out there, and the structure I was trying to find yesterday kind of scared me. I actually showed you guys the pictures of it. It scared me, and I knew I had to leave for some reason. And I mean, I even had, my gun on me and everything, but something came over me and told me to leave like now. And I left. And I was in that same area yesterday. That's where I went back to.
Getting them bad vibes.
Yeah.
This one's for you, Trap.
What's that? Trooper, I was watching the video when I saw it come up. Yes, thank you. It is a beautiful area out there. I actually forgot how beautiful it was. It's been 6 years since I've been out there. It's just a remarkable, beautiful area. Thank you.
Absolutely, CP.
PA's beautiful, Trapper.
It is. You know
It
what?
is.
I give it. Living in when I used to live in Pennsylvania, I traveled all over that area, all the way up through the Alleghenies down to Oil City.
Yo,
all just
it's
beautiful
nice.
areas, gorgeous areas, that breathtaking views, breathtaking woods, is just beautiful. It is. PA is I give it to PA for that. They got some beautiful.
It is beautiful for that. But I'm pretty partial to Northeast Ohio too, so we spend a lot of time out there.
Yeah,
A lot
Ohio.
of the towns in PA, man. I've seen a lot of the towns look like they are still the same from at least 50 years ago. They just
Mhm.
have not changed. They're still the same. I remember when I was going through to Gettysburg, and then when I went to Sleepy Hollow, those 2 trips going through a lot of Pennsylvania and a lot of the towns I went through, I was like, man, I'm like, this literally still looks like this is the same town from like the 50s or 60s. Like it hasn't changed.
Right.
Yeah.
I never knew Ohio. You know, where I grew up on this big cattle farm up in Northeast Ohio. That's where I grew up. I remember I always thought Ohio was just flat, nothing, flat.
Mhm.
Until I moved down here 6 years ago. When I moved down here 6 years ago, I'm like, Ohio has hills? I never knew that.
Big hills.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
hills.
I used to think the same thing.
You know, yeah. I just always went to, Pennsylvania because I didn't realize Ohio had mountains.
MT, when's your next video drop? They want to know.
It will be next Friday.
Next Friday.
And then I release them on Tuesdays for the members. So I release them a little bit early for those who join the members program. And then Friday is always my public day. The same video goes public on Friday.
Right. Awesome. Yeah, Patty, we always try to keep it family friendly, no alcohol, no cussing, so the kids can watch. And we get some of those times though where it's like, holy beep, 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 beep. But they're far few in between.
Yeah.
We'll try to beep them if we catch them. If it's on a live, sorry.
Yeah,
I think that we all do a good job on keeping it.
Yeah, if we start cussing, things are getting serious.
No, he was talking to Patty Fry.
But yeah, I think that we all do a fine job at keeping it family friendly,
Yeah. Yeah, I always edit out because it happens, It happens, especially since, I started using a necrometer and I've been getting some pretty vulgar replies from some angry spirits. And, I've been doing more editing, trying to bleep out more.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, I'll be back.
All right. The truth says, always trust the gut.
Yes. Always trust the gut.
Always.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that we stress that a lot. You get that gut feeling. That's your body telling you, hey, something ain't right.
Yeah, there was a few times yesterday I kind of I think I should leave, but I'm going to stick it out.
Yeah, even trust your gut when you sometimes get a feeling. It's not necessarily like a negative feeling, but when you get a feeling that there's some kind of energy or something going on, some activity around you, trust that gut and instinct too, and spend some time around there, see what happens.
Right. Wayne, again, thank you. New member. All right.
Right.
Appreciate
Awesome.
you. Thank you.
Daniel, I was actually up. I was in that area of Northeast Pennsylvania yesterday. I was in that area. Somewhat.
Daniel said, trust the 357.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Truth says, I live in PA. The town I grew up in, Litz was voted the best town to live in PA. Awesome.
Wow, awesome.
I've heard of that town.
Really?
Yeah.
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 But it's...
You guys will have a moment where you don't know what's happening. We've had tons of those moments.
Yeah, tons of them.
Especially at the very beginning, when we were noobs to this.
Couldn't
Newbies.
figure out what was going on?
Yeah. That was rough.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back again whenever, if you want to put it together, to go back to the Pines again with all of us, or whoever wants to go.
Yeah. Why don't we do a don't we head back to Beaver Creek sometime real shortly before Christmas?
Yeah, that
Do like a
definitely
little
sounds
special
good.
out there.
Isn't Christmas next weekend, or am I 1 weekend away?
Today's what, 17th, 18th,
Yeah.
19th, 20th. Yeah, you're about a week away.
Okay.
Week off. It's going to happen in the next, what, 12 days, 10 days, 11 days, something like that. Yeah. 25th.
It's not
All
next
my
Monday.
kids are grown and they all live out of state, which saddens me. And they don't come home for Christmas. They're like, man, I ain't making that drive to see you, Dad. And I'm like, man, all right. So I'm always like, bah humbug.
All right, so it's next Monday.
Next Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, there, Sally Joe put it in the chat.
Yeah, Patty says, you do great. You guys great with no swear words. My kids are older. I finish your sentence for you. Laugh out loud. Christmas, huh? Would be awesome. Yeah, sometimes it flies, though. I can tell you.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm. But for 99% of the time, we keep it family friendly for everybody.
Yeah. Oh,
I
I know
think
what strategy is.
I think the younger ones that should get involved in this, so when they get out into the world, they hear crazy stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I had to. I'm going to have to put some edits in over at the Pines because some of those moments we had, I let some stuff slip because it really, really took me by surprise and really
8 days.
I guess, kind of shocking. And some things just naturally slipped out when it happened. So I'll be putting some edits in for that.
Yeah. Beep, 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 beep.
Those footprints. Yeah, when that EMF spike hit, I let some stuff slip because that was crazy.
Yeah. Now, you know what? You remember I said we got to turn those into ringtones? I found the spot. You can do that.
Have to
What
take
about a New Year's Eve hunt?
Hmm.
Nah, I couldn't do that because everybody's got wives and stuff.
You know, we talked about having a New Year's Eve hunt last year, but remember we decided not to do it because of
Fireworks.
Yeah, we got the fireworks going off. We got people out there hooting and hollering because they've been drinking, and on the roads. We have to drive home in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Yeah, we just didn't want to take that chance. Even, somebody drunk driving. Gosh, don't do it. Don't do it. But
we can get that anytime we drive home, but
yeah.
On New Year's Eve,
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, Sally. I love watching you guys, and so does my grandson. That's awesome.
That's cool.
All right.
Yeah. We had that what this guy that worked at he worked at a rec center on the weekends. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember
And
that.
he loved the channel, and then he used to turn it on when we did our hunts on the weekends, so all the kids could watch.
Every time, because we did a hunt back then. We were doing hunts every Sunday. We did one every Sunday, but then we did one during the week as well. And when we did them on Sunday, he would turn it, because that's when he was at the rec center. He would turn it on for the whole entire rec center to watch, all the kids.
Right. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Pat, he's back.
yeah, I'm back.
Yeah. So it's been a good week, man. Some extra footage coming out that we haven't talked about. I went into a place that I never been before. It's off train tracks. I just was curious, I was trying to finish up the city parks night and days at city parks.
Mhm.
You know, does Bigfoot exist? Mm-hmm. And I seen something in a video that one of the videos that I took, and I went back, and yeah, I think y'all gonna like that one. That one drops this week. Nothing too crazy, just interesting. The area that I found looks like a playground for him. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Where'd he go? I like when you all leave your cameras on, then I can sell your stuff in the background. All right.
Where'd he go?
That's why I turn it off now.
Thank you,
Mary.
Mary. Really appreciate it. We enjoy everybody that watches. Man, it's a blessing having the group of people that we do that watch. All of you. I mean, it's a blessing to have all of you. You're all just so knowledgeable, and I mean, it just makes to be pleasant in a chat room. There's no drama. You know, everyone's open to helping others, and it's great.
I remember when we first started this, I'd never expected in a million years that the channel would turn out this way.
Yeah. Goodens, hello. Yeah, it's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I really want to say, if you could see that scrolling at the bottom, we are taking the drones out. That footage is going to be on Trapper's channel along with some other footage.
Oh,
Trapper is going to be in training to learn how to fly that drone. So when I go in, if I'm off and he's in the, he might stick back for a bit, and I might call out an area and he could fly that drone right off, or vice versa.
Yeah, that kind of scares me. I'm afraid of putting trees and stuff. That's you're talking about
these drones.
yeah, we need training classes for our drone too.
You can't crash this drone into trees. It avoids obstacles.
Okay.
Cool, right? It will not hit a tree. So
yeah, but
good.
let me get my training done first, then we'll put it up.
Is it
I'm
like
gonna
a
give you a
YouTube
crash
video?
course. I'm going to give you a crash course because this next area I'm going to need you. But all that footage and more is going to go on Trapper. So if you haven't yet, there's his link to his page right there. Scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You can also find it on mine. He's always camera 2, or he goes live and I'm camera 2. So please go subscribe and don't miss it. Good channel. Love the stuff that he does. He also goes on hikes in like PA. He wasn't with us. And it makes it so easier if we can sometimes all spread out and go get these areas covered real quick to see if they're worth going in, because some areas aren't. Some areas, they'll go dead at, wintertime comes and you'll go back to that area that you were having a great area in the summer, and you'll get there and it's just like, okay, nothing going on. What? They had left that area. So
Yeah, let me know, Trap, on your next hike. I'll go with you. We've been talking about it.
We have been.
Good.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time.
Do we think they're apes? I don't know what they are.
I want to believe that's what kind of they are, because that's just my mindset, but who knows? I mean, the stuff that we come up with, you can't explain it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Real quick, how often do you camp? Oh man, this year we haven't been able to camp at all, man. We've been traveling everywhere.
Yeah.
Real quick, I got a little bit ago. 3 hit me up. We need to go back to 3.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
Oh, that sounds awesome. You know me. I love 3.
Oh, he's been seeing stuff now that all the leaves are off the trees. He's been seeing stuff move back there.
Yeah.
Not surprised by that.
Right. Yep. New Year's Day, or do you all watch the football games? I have not watched no football games this year.
Yeah, I don't either.
Between editing and going out, I have no time to watch TV. Really haven't even watched TV.
Yep, that's the same for me. That's about it. Work and edit
Yeah.
and film.
Yep.
About ties me up.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot to get ready, you know, because once you get off a hunt, you got to start charging your stuff right away. Get the editing done for that, you know, get it uploaded to YouTube, and you're out for the other one. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a heck of a process. Like
Except for me.
Yeah.
If the Buckeyes are playing, I'm watching it.
That's your that's how you unwind.
Yeah.
Hello, Alan.
Time consuming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'll have hours of audio from the audio recorder. I go through that, and then the videos, and then the editing process combines the two, and then, you know, the whole process of getting a final product, and then the upload takes hours for, you know, for the length of video time we do. You know, these guys know an upload of 2 hours takes probably twice as long as that to upload it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Dick, I had no attention staying up till 4 a.m. yet last night or this morning. No attention at all.
Man, I can't tell you how many times I've done that trap where I was literally up and the sun's up, and I'm just sitting there like I'm almost done, and I've been saying that for like hours. I'm almost
Exactly.
done.
That's what I was saying yesterday. I'm like, this has got to be done soon.
Yeah, absolutely. So why we have brother here with us, what have you guys all been getting into? What have you seen out there? I want to know. I haven't been to West Branch in a good while. You know, we kind of closed the door on that place. So tell me, what have y'all seen, Pat? Come on. Has it been treating you good?
Well, a couple tracks here and there, some couple of hoops, but that's nothing major, not like what I want to see.
Yeah. You all got video pictures.
Some vocalizations, but nothing, you know, I want to see it with my own 2 eyes.
I think that's the main goal for all of us. For damn sure. I really want to see one. I think we're all getting close.
Why do you think, Pat, why do you think that? Is there a lot of people going out there? There's a lot of people been hunting out there this year. Has there been a lot of people hiking out there? Is there a lot of people out there?
I haven't really ran into anybody the last few times I've been out there. I mean, I'm sure there's hunters out there, but the last couple times we've been out there, we really haven't ran into anybody, which is odd because usually we'll run into a few people here and there. But you know, if we're over on the power line, or if we're over in the pines, or we usually don't run into anybody, you know. I think most people get out there, they want to go hiking, or they want to go hunting or whatever, or there's people like ourselves that you want to go out there and see what we can see, you know, evidence, you know, tracks, that, and, you know, get away from people. So,
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I guess that's why we do it.
Yeah. You all are welcome to post the pictures or anything up on the page. I'd love to see them. Goodensado, thank you.
Hey, remember the last time we left tobacco?
Sally
out?
will.
Yeah, I'd love
Thank
to
you.
see 'em. Oh, you're welcome.
There she goes.
For all the driving, absolutely.
Hey, fellas, I got to jump off and go wrap some presents. So have a good night. I'll see you, brother.
All right.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
You ever seen anybody riding snowmobiles on those trails there?
When I first started, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I always wondered. I never have, but I haven't really been there, but just over a year. And I always wondered if anybody ever takes snowmobiles over there.
We haven't really had the snow the last couple of years.
Yeah.
For the last couple of years, we've been lucky. Bring catfish tacos in for him.
Oof.
We did the sardine pumpkin.
Mm.
The sardine pumpkin. And it went pretty quick. Got back, it was all smashed. Didn't smell the greatest, I can tell you that. Catfish tacos. I think, Trapper, you like catfish, right?
Mm-hmm. I do.
You
Actually,
would
that's
be
what I
eating
said.
tacos.
I would eat it before they would.
You'd be like,
Gift one, eat one. Gift
those
one.
ones are missing.
Yeah.
Those ones are gone. Yeah, but good stuff coming up. This video for, I'm surprised I filmed that long. It just seemed like the time went by for the Pines. I got over 3 hours of footage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I kind of think, I have a feeling that we were kind of getting tased there with them.
Yeah, you know what I noticed too is after that big spike, I did feel it. I did feel pretty beat. You might. I mean, I guess as close to being zapped as I think I could get. Kind of went hand in hand with that after that, and we were walking back out. I felt a difference, but if that was accurate, I mean, I can't imagine how safe or how dangerous a level of over 5,000 milligauss would be to be in the same vicinity of it.
So high that it shut your machine off.
Yeah, that was like, I wasn't surprised that happened. I was just surprised that I'd see something like that because I didn't think it was possible. I didn't even know the meter could go that high.
Right.
I mean, it was like, I'll have to rewatch it to get exact, but it was probably like 5,400 something milligauss.
Oh,
Right.
man.
That, I mean, I felt like I was like in some state of like hallucinating when I saw that because I couldn't believe it. And then it just went off. And then I was like, whoa. I'm like, I wasn't sure if I was scared or should be scared of that or amazed because that's high.
Right. Yeah, and if anybody else has got anything like that in their areas, high readings, EMF, magnetism, I mean, just strange readings on your devices, please reach out to us. Like I've been saying in the last few videos, look up why your parks are there, why they changed it. I mean, a couple of them I found, a couple areas that I've looked into so far have some scary background, or they used to be rail yards or, that's strange.
Yeah.
In some of these areas, why they put these parks in, back in the day on one of the parks that we go to, used to be homes, and government came in, told everybody they got to go, you're out. And some of the places they said people just packed, what they could and jumped in their cars and left.
Yeah.
Didn't even have time to, get U-Hauls or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
like,
came to the door with machine guns.
Yeah.
You saw the remnants when we were out around the area, around that like mermaid carving stone. All the area, all the old telephone poles were still up. The plumbing still sticking up out of the ground.
Yeah.
I was even talking about that. Like, I wonder what it was like how long ago there were homes there, or what happened that area became part of the park.
Right. Yeah, I talked about it. I mean, Ohio has a lot of fresh water. I mean, you
Mhm.
pull up a map of Ohio and just look at it and then zoom in, you could see water, the blue everywhere. You'll see
Right.
blue ponds, the lakes to parks. I mean, there's parks everywhere in Ohio, it seems. Driving down the road, you'll just be like, oh, look, that's a park. Wow. Didn't even know that was there.
Yeah, like by the Hopewell Mound. There's watersheds there all through that lake there.
Yeah. So,
Water-
pioneers and Indians all wanted to live around water, fresh water, drinkable water, for their crops and so on. So there was some, they say one of the biggest wars in the United States was the Indian War.
Yep.
They don't teach that in schools, but that was tribes coming from Ohio to meet in a zone and just battle it out. I mean, that's
Yeah, they
scary
had
thought.
tribes. They had tribes from coming from everywhere.
Mm-hmm. So there's something that happened on every piece of soil here, everywhere in the United States, something's happened. Even in Arizona, where you think, where people wouldn't live, but yeah, there's stuff happened there.
Well, yeah, I mean, even the tribes, when the tribes would, when people were like before the War of 1812 and stuff like that, the ships would be coming through, on the Great Lakes. The tribes would actually shoot arrows at the ships. When they were going down through the St. Lawrence and all that, same thing, that's, yeah, it was back then, back during the War of 1812 and before, the Indian tribes were all over here.
Right.
Hey, Ramona.
Yeah. And I mean, Indians talked about Bigfoot,
Mm-hmm. There's carvings. There's hieroglyphs of them.
Right. Settlers talked about Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not a mystery, it's not, it's the same thing like aliens. We all thought, the government's not saying aliens exist, and they'd be like, oh, okay, here comes conspiracies, aliens, but then soon as the government comes out and goes, they're real, they're up there chasing them, now, we got to go back and say, well, sorry, yeah, there is aliens. Saw those people that said it before.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I believe, they're out there. I hope that we get the proof. That'd be awesome. And we're trying,
Yeah.
And I definitely, so far, at least from what I've seen and heard, whatever's there is definitely moving. You talked about like dimensions and travel. Whatever it is seems to be here and then gone. It seems like that happens. So there's more to some of the things. I don't know what necessarily what we run into, how many different things we've run into, but seems like there's a lot of entities or something they're moving, they're traveling somehow, and they'll be here and gone. And we've caught glimpses of them.
Yeah. We definitely, I mean, through this time of doing this, I can honestly say we have some great evidence of things being out there. I wish we don't name them because we don't want to be those people. I'm not going to point to a print and say that's a Bigfoot print and not, don't know what made it. I want to see what made it and then let everybody know there it is. That's the Bigfoot that made that print. He's right there.
Right.
Yeah, and some of the things we've seen, I don't even know how you could name it. At least some of the things I've seen, I wouldn't know how to name it because I have no idea what it is or what it was.
Right. Those orbs flying, or those, like, I don't know what they're called, pencil orbs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like whatever that was I seen at West Branch. I don't know what that was. So I could slightly describe what I seen a little bit, but it was quick. And then at the swamp, I call that golem, whatever that thing was I seen in the tree. That seemed different from what I seen at West Branch, but I have no clue to how to begin to say what the heck that is. I've heard people talk about different, I guess, rumors or maybe even like folklore or lore for some things, but I can't really, I don't know how to name what it was I seen.
Right. Yeah, to figure it out, we're going to have to look into dimensions. I mean, that's just going to, we can, like I say, we can only do so many hunts and show all this evidence. And I want more. So what's more is these things coming through dimensions. They can travel, in and out of portals. How? I want to know more. And to figure that out, you're going to have to figure out 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, and they're just discovering that there can be 10 dimensions, but they know of 5 right here on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And then once you understand that, then you can understand how these things are moving, Yeah.
And I think it might be to a point where it's just us getting lucky to a point,
Right.
Because you think with the ability to travel in such ways, how would we, what would the odds be that we could see it happen? So that's going to be a big part of it, is to keep the consistency to going, maybe build the relationship. If there's certain entities, creatures, or whatever there, if they're familiar with us over time, maybe they'll be, maybe they'll start giving a little bit more of information about themselves.
Right. And I think that we do a good job on going off our gut feeling, pursuing this thing the same way, we've always have. Don't change, just progress, And I think that's a good thing. Trapper don't change what he's doing. He's actually helped me grow on tracking, and that was one skill that I knew of. I kind of knew how to do it. And Trapper was like, took the time to show me. And I think vice versa. And I think us all helping each other out, really helps advance what we're doing, but always sticking to our gut feelings and, don't change, but change, if you get what I'm saying.
Right.
Oh, listen here, Jack. I've listened to my gut feeling before, but you've also said, go in there. Just go in there. Okay. No,
yeah, because I wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah, I'm joking.
I would never use you as bait.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's trying to get you to evolve to the better trapper.
Yeah. The nuts, yeah.
He's giving you the nudge.
Yeah, he just needed a nudge to get in that bush to see what was behind it. See, and you had something. You said you seen him, and you had like a face-to-face with him.
But I don't
remember much that, man.
But I don't remember much of it, though. You want to remember it.
Yeah. Scott Carpenter, great man. God bless him. Yeah, man. I think we're close, though.
Yeah, I think we're heading there, and we keep on moving forward. I think we all seem to agree we're moving forward. Probably the best way to keep the consistency, the getting closer and closer. I think we're going about it the right way. If we're going to get any closer, it's doing what we're doing.
Right. And keep on doing it the same way. No BS hunts. Just, get out there and let's keep doing what we're doing. And, we don't BS nobody. You see what we see. We don't call it out. We're not screaming Bigfoot. We want you to have the same evidence that we have. And, you all see more than we do. I mean, when we're out there, I wonder if that has something to do with it. The camera catching something out there, And they're like, turn right, it's right there. And we're like standing out there going, we don't see it, you know? So I wonder if it's the camera, you know, being able to catch this energy or whatever it is, you know, that manifested, but we couldn't see it.
Yeah, just like since I started using the full spectrum camera I have, there's something to visual spectrums and capturing odd like energy shapes and things there that you wouldn't otherwise have seen. So there could be something to part of the camera spectrum just in the regular white light too, you know, just like how voices came, you know, got picked up on old reel-to-reel tape recorders that you didn't hear, but it got there somehow imprinted on it. I think there's something to the visual side of that as well.
Right. Oh yeah. Vicky says, I'm glad you keep going back to the same areas. Absolutely. I mean, you have to. I mean, to a point, you know, like West Branch, to me, I think that we hit the point to we knew where they, you know, we know they were there, you know, at that point. And I can't tell you they want to be seen, because every time we got to that point of seeing them, they would play with us. And I think it was fun time for them. And they would run us here, run us there, throw rocks at us, do this, do that. I mean, I just think they got to a point to where we were fun, you know. They knew we weren't going to hurt them.
We've never had so many rocks thrown at us before than West Branch. You notice that? We don't get them as much as we do at West Branch.
Right. We had the one at the pond.
We had that, but that was only a very isolated incident.
Yeah.
We only had one or two there.
Right.
Or I don't even remember, but like one or two there. Yeah, the swamp. But then
two big rocks.
yeah, we've had big rocks over there. But like West Branch, we were getting rock throws every time we went out, where it got to the point where it was getting old, where we were actually in fear of getting hit because they were landing so close to us.
Right.
I mean, I often wonder about that. Why aren't we getting them now? The rock throws as much as we used to. Yes, I mean, you had one out there when Mike and I were together, and I can't remember where we were at that one claim. And you had something fly through Mike and I were together. You had something fly. We saw it going through the air, and it landed over by you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, so we are getting them, but not as much. It seems like every time at West Branch we went out, we were getting something thrown. We were getting rocks thrown at us.
Right.
Every time.
Yeah. I mean, since it's consistent at West Branch, just look at the population or what it is that's there. Maybe that's more of a common way to behave versus the other places we've been.
Right.
Because I haven't been to West Branch with you guys that much before we started going to some other claims. But so, you know, I would think that might be why whatever's there at West Branch is, you know, maybe that's, you know, like I said, it might be more common how they behave. The rock throws are just like a check every so often, like a check.
Right. Yeah. Like playing with you, like, oh, they're going over here.
Yeah. You know, or maybe it's like some weird form of communication too. Like maybe, you know, they're like consistently doing it as a way to like keep some kind of a presence, like known, you know, like some kind of interaction. That's how they interact more. So they do it a lot.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's maybe a good question Lori asked. Have you been hit? I was hit lightly in the back of the leg. What, like on that one hunt, Trapper? Remember walking out? I think it was a youngster.
Yes.
Hit me in the back of the leg with a rock.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt. You know, it wasn't like, you know, it just hit me in the back of the leg.
Yeah.
we did have a team member that is no longer with us. He was hit.
Oh yeah, when we first started, I do remember that. That was the last time he came out with us.
Yeah. Yeah. And things really got to him. Yeah. But I mean, never, he was hit, but I don't, it never like knocked him down or, I'm saying never,
No.
when it hit me, it didn't hurt. It was more of a surprise.
Yeah.
Kind of like, hey, don't leave. Whack.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the swamp, those 2 times when we had those big rocks thrown, those were definitely not like directed at our like immediate direction. It was like by us, right? Like it was higher up above, you
Right.
know. So like when that happens, I kind of automatically assume with how, I mean, the size of the rocks are big. Those rocks are big and they hit pretty hard on the tree. So I would imagine that for it to have aimed a little lower to hit us wouldn't have been difficult. So I think it was
Right.
more of some kind of a warning or some form of communication not meant to actually harm us. So I never really worried about it. I just was always scratching my head wondering why or
Right.
what it.
Right. Yeah. Strange. That's, and it's more, different things, happen. So I wonder if it's like, maybe at a certain age they start rock throwing, and then as they grow out of it, and then at a certain age, the next,
Like teenagers getting into trouble.
Yeah,
Teenagers trying to mess with you.
yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
I could tell my husband he needs to go out hunting with you guys, but he refuses to. Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah, Toddler Playground. We've seen a couple of those out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just recently, I filmed what looks to be like they built a swing, kind of.
Oh wow.
Strange, yeah. But absolutely fun times. For sure. Fun times and scary times and exciting times. And I'm just glad I got to do this with you all. Maybe, the angels lined up and said, here you go.
Right.
And we're all here. And, if people are wondering, we never, ever have gotten into an argument out there. It all just kind of fall in line,
Yeah, we never had a disagreement. We never had an argument.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No. It's pretty neat.
It's like a perfect setup, really. I mean, for how we all work together and what we're looking for and how we work together. It's just like, you call it the synergy of us together is like, I think what's going to keep us moving forward to what we are looking for.
Yeah. Thank you, Becky.
I mean, I know there's a few times that we had to snap Jack out of his trance or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes he's
Yeah. Get out there and get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep the 360 on and keep looking to see where he's at.
Yeah. Like you look behind you, where did he go?
Yeah. Thank you, Vicky.
I mean, we're generally always close.
Yeah,
I think the most we've ever been spread out since I worked with you was when we were at Salt Fork. I think that was probably one of the places we were the most spread out, where there was some times when the radio range couldn't be picked up.
Yeah.
But that was probably the only time where we stretched you know, but there was so much ground. It just, you know, once I realized it, I just started coming back closer because I know I don't want to get out of radio range.
Yeah. Especially at, a new area that you
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
that. Portage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some major
man.
sightings up here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we did a lot of filming there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I caught some pretty interesting paranormal activity. Some of the area around Portage, around the parks when I was filming, like Ghost
Oh, yeah.
Ranger and I. Some really
Definitely a
interesting.
lot of activity up at Portage. Yeah. But I'm going to jump off here, y'all. I appreciate everybody on this Sunday afternoon. And I hope we got a couple good questions answered and upcoming. Again, please scroll over to Trapper's page. Hit that subscribe button. If you're already there, please go back and make sure you're subscribed over there. It really helps him out. And like I said, he's going to get on that drone, man.
Oh, that's gonna be That's gonna be fun. I really appreciate it, though. Thank you.
Yeah. I got to go finish your hunt there. I didn't get to watch it all.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a really nice area.
But yeah, we got some stuff done. Just because snow flies doesn't mean we're done for the season.
Nope.
That's
Nope.
when the fun begins. We get to follow prints. That's when I just start walking through the forest and I don't stop. I get lost and have to spend a night out there.
Yeah.
Good vision, good line of sight. That's why
Yeah.
I like. And no stupid big hornets.
Yeah, those big
Those
ones.
hornets, you guys are those hornets.
Man, that was a rough one with these hornets towards the end of the season. Man, they were bad.
Yeah.
Was glad once the season changed and they were done.
Yeah, me too. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks
Everybody.
you all.
Covered some good stuff coming up, some great videos coming up. And sorry there's so much day. I mean, there's night coming. Don't worry about that. But we did say wintertime, we always start going into the days because you can see farther, you can do a lot more things. And so yeah, it's like that every year. But definitely the night hunts haven't stopped. Getting into more areas, going back to other areas. It's gonna be fun. Gonna be a fun new year.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely. Yes. More sounds.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. With that said, I'm Jack the cameraman.
I'm Trapper.
Mike, MT Paranormal Life.
And we will see you on the next hunt. Let's try to do this ending. You guys want to try to do an ending?
Good night, guys. Everybody.
Good night, everybody.
All right, y'all. Bye.
See you.